A smaller group today. Last Wednesday, what we had about 12 people. Today, a little bit lighter. But, I kind of felt like it would be a small class today. Lots of got a couple. Spoke too soon. We just almost doubled our class. Good morning. Perfect time. Pick a spot, any spot. Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
All right. Why don't I have you come over here then, just so that you have a good view. Good morning. I think you've got a good line of sight. Morning, go. So, it's Wednesday. It's sunny, it's beautiful. I was having visions of spring in my head during my meditation, and seeing us outside in the park doing this as soon as the weather really arrives. We'll probably do it now with a few layers. Another few weeks. Then I began to get visions of seedlings beginning to open up and sprouts breaking ground and flowers bursting into the sun. And then strangely I felt this sense of pain deep in my gut. I was like, what's that about? I went back to the root, and when the seed begins to crack open and that flower struggling through layers of dirt or ground, and how it's just pushing to get up and out, to the light. And some constriction energy about, how to be cocooned or pressed in that space for, 4 to 5, 6 months perhaps, maybe longer, until you're set free or until you push through. Not unlike perhaps a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, or a chicken emerging from an egg. There's this bit of a struggle. There's this fight, if you would, to break free. And then once that happens, life begins to express itself. And so, this past weekend on Saturday, we had a Healing Arts Expo here. And we're having it here at the Sacred Embodiment Center every Saturday from 10 to 5. And you can come and have services. It's all donations and it supports the center. There's some free talks, and at the end of the day, there's a healing circle facilitated by a different person every week. And this last Saturday, it was a woman named Biel Siesca here from Asheville. Amazing sound healing circle. And I was asked to participate by sitting in the middle of the circle of people, approximately, probably I would say there was about 10 folks there, me and one other person laid in the center. And a third laid outside of the circle. And all three of us represented essentially the planet, all the beings on the planet that the people around the circle would facilitate a healing for in whatever fashion they felt. And our job was to receive the healing on behalf of all sentient beings. No small undertaking, I assure you. And then, if we felt so drawn, we could participate in it by sending energy out, if we were so, to all the people that were facilitating the healing. And they would represent, equally as well, healers willing to be healed. So an interesting dynamic, and it was mostly kind of ad-lib and with the flow. We had instruments and people used their voices, and there was some dancing and there was some music in the background, but it was just completely led by Spirit. And as I was lying in the circle, eyes closed, open to receiving, I began to have a journey take place. Part of it was up and out, kind of seeing the whole big cosmos. And I saw this battle, if you would, between light and dark, good and evil, whatever you want to call it, positive and negative. And it was intense to where my body started shaking. I could see these energy forces on higher levels begin to just pull and push. You know, something that's been going on for millennia, for eons, for billions, if not infinite number of years. And how that was a very present moment right now going on. And I can feel the tug of war happening within people that was being represented on this higher level. And then all of a sudden a shaft of light kind of shot right through the center of it and down through towards the earth and kind of in the spot where we were and down into me, and it was, I went into the earth. Went to the very core, and in QiGong, in this practice in the beginning, you guys will get to experience this, we get to visualize going into the heart of this planet, another sentient being, Mother Nature, and all her beauty, glory, and work. And I felt this constriction, I felt these pains begin to hit me on the lower level, akin to labor pains, cramps. And this shaft of light was shooting down and just energizing, going right into that spot, and yet spreading out beyond everything. And there was this process where, as that happened, and I wasn't verbalizing what I was going through, there was all of this grunting and heavy breathing going on externally from around me, as if everybody was sympathizing with the labor process. It was fascinating. And then as soon as a rebirthing occurred within that process for me, and a letting go, and a releasing, and I saw tiny, tiny releases of energy from the planet and among the planet and on the planet, and everybody began to just kind of get it and wake up, if you will, and something was being resolved through that painful process. The tonality and the shift of everything that was going on around me also changed. People began owning and humming and singing melodic sounds. And it was like I couldn't really choreograph this any better than what was happening. It was one was leading the other, and the other was responding in kind, without words. And it's a very exciting time right now, because right now I'm feeling, over the last couple of days and since since Saturday, I've been feeling this heaviness, this kind of thick muck of energy that's just kind of sitting and pressing, and it's like the soil on top of the seed, and the seed is just ready to burst forth. And the sun is shining, the beams of light are coming down, and it knows some very big event is about to occur. It's going to break ground. And that's a bit where we are right now as a planet and as beings, and I think going through this year. There's a lot of intensity going on in 2010, a lot of letting go, a lot of turmoil, a lot of transition in people's lives. A lot of people moving here to this town. I was one of them. Still people coming, still people moving, still people transitioning. And I said to many of the people that I was working with last year, good morning. I know it's hard, and I know it's tough, but this is preparation for something even bigger coming down the line. So, just get ready. This is all practice. for something significant. And there's parts of me that wishes I was just making it up, you know? But then there's other parts that know, and there's confirmations from all around. If you just talk to people with their individual experiences about what they're going through, you realize, hey, we're all sharing the same journey in different ways. And there's a prediction of a next wave of energy, a very huge, one of 3 that is coming in the month of March. Channeled messages, people who are in contact with angel beings and so on and so forth, in conversation with Source. So it's as if this is a bit of the beginning of the wave of energy that is about to come and really kind of change and transform. And it seems appropriate, it is appropriate that it would be happening right about springtime. March and April. Think about storms, you know, the massive thunderstorms and the changing of the guard from winter to spring. And how that can be a pretty intense time just within our weather patterns. And some saying that, you know, this year alone we'll have more intense weather patterns. Because things are moving that intensely in that pattern. And to what we're moving towards, there will be some that claim to know. I have my own idea, as I'm sure some of you do. But whatever it is, I think it'll be no less than epic. And the only real strong message that I'm getting from my personal inner guidance and those that higher beings that I talk to, God, the universe, Source, angels, is that now is the time to really get ready for something else. And in order to be ready for that, we have to go in and not be afraid of these dark and constrictive times. To push through, to breathe through, to let go, and to come out on the other side of how can I love even more greatly than I did before. How can I be as more compassionate? I spoke to this on Monday, love and compassion. With every single moment, interaction that I have. Even for those who might not hold the same compassion for us back. That's the real test. It's easy to love someone else who loves you back. It's easy to love someone who even likes you. But how can I love all the other beings who don't even know me, let alone might not even care for me? And that's the epic shift that we, I think, are moving into. Some call it the Christ consciousness. You know, others will call it the Great Awakening. You know, the mass evolution of consciousness on this planet. And it's exciting. But there's still going to be this ebb and flow. And I think one of the things that you will get through the practice of understanding chi, of understanding energy, which when we tap into this energy, this internal source, this internal antenna, and then get in touch with the energy of this planet, and then extend that out into the higher energies of the universe, the universal energy, you will become more awake and aware of what the subtleties are going on all around you. You can't help it. You're fine-tuning your antennas through this process. And in some ways that can be very, very challenging, because then you start to feel and intuit and see and maybe dream a little bit more lucidly and intensely in a different way, or see things and pay attention to all the little fine lines that go And for a while that can drive you pretty crazy. But then you get it. And then you're able to kind of be with someone and know where someone is without a word. Without a thought. And you can just be in that place of being. And express in the right appropriate time if necessary what it is that you have to express. But out of pure connection. Out of love and compassion. It's a powerful thing. And so I congratulate and honor you all for being here, being willing to kind of tap into the higher and deeper realms of Qi and Gong, how it moves around this planet, and how it's moving even faster and more intensely. And then when it sits for a while. That doesn't mean that it ever stops really moving. It's always kind of giving us an opportunity to look at things. So seedlings, many of them just starting to sprout, others still under that pressure and about to burst forth. There's going to be some strong rains that are going to nourish all of us. We will be in that place, if we so choose. Ready for it, and not fearful, because there will be a lot of fear already of what it is all about. So I encourage you to continue to move through that, let it go, see some beautiful things. All right. So welcome to Totally Awesome QiGong. My name's Pheonyx. We haven't met before. Welcome. And welcome back. Monday was a pretty intense class for some of those of you, some of us that were here. So still feeling a bit of that energy. I slept for like 12 hours the other day. It was crazy. It really just kind of hit me hard. I think the weekend with the healing circle. And so listening to my inner chi, my physical chi, and said, hey, buddy, rest. I did that from Monday to Tuesday night. Coming back into things, and we're moving forward. So I'm glad we're all here. Have you done QiGong before?
I haven't.
Okay, and tell me your name.
My name's Lewis.
Lewis.
Jarrell?
Jarrell?
Yes.
Welcome. Excellent, excellent. Friends of Bill?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Bill. My chief recruiter. All right. Well, just follow along. We'll work with the 7 chakra systems. Are you familiar with the chakra?
Somewhat, but
Okay.
maybe some guidance.
All right. We'll go through a basic. I'll just go do the 2-3 minute review, and it's good for all of us to hear this. And sometimes, all the time, anyways, even myself. So, Qi. What is Qi? Qi is energy. Everything. Everything is energy. Our thoughts, our words, our actions, the vibrations of life, the molecules, the atoms. So we will work with the 3 forms of Qi: internal, external, and universal. Internal, that's the stuff in you that keeps this, that came and filled. The body is the vessel, the internal is your soul, your life force, your being, whatever you refer to your higher self, the representation of higher self, the thing that will go on once this journey is done in physical form. The external is everything else around. It's the room we're sitting in, it's the air we're breathing, the floor we're sitting on. Everything here has life. Everything here has movement and energy. The biggest external will be the earth. We tap into the energy of Gaia, the planet. Powerful healing force. We call that divine energy into our practice. And then the third is universal, and that's God, Allah, the great infinite mind, universal source creator, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes I call mine Bob. So What's up, Bob? So whatever you refer to as the thing that holds it all together. You'll feel the energy in one or a combination of three ways. Vibration is the most common, so tingling up and down the spine, perhaps along one of the 7 chakra points. And we have 7 chakras. We start at the root, which is number 1. The belly button is number 2, or the sacral is the official name for it. Solar plexus, 3, heart, 4, 5th, throat chakra, 6th, third eye, and 7th is the crown. Don't worry, I'll keep repeating that throughout class and making references. So vibration throughout the body, in the hands and the feet. You may feel a heating up of physical extremities. Oftentimes people's hands do heat up pretty strong, especially when you get into the QiGong. Feet can also heat up. That's a major energy channel for the earth energy. And it could be an overall core heating. We will focus on the breath a great deal. So every movement has a coordinating breath, internal, external, inhale, exhale. So vibration, heat. The third one we're really looking for when we go to create a chi ball, the tangible form of the energy to move around in our practice. It'll feel like 2 opposite ends of a magnet pressing together. So you'll know when you get there, and it's a pretty cool thing if you've never done it before. There is no right or wrong, FYI, remember. Especially if this is your first time, you get kind of like, am I doing this right or wrong? That's what I'm here for, to help you just do the best practice that you have. So I may come to you and make any adjustments. I find that Asheville's a pretty advanced group, so I tend to, make my job easy and everybody just follows along. We'll do standing practice here, and we'll get up and we'll open up with a meditation, extending our energies into that universal energy, into the earth, to tap into the external energy. So that's about it. Other than that, you can forget everything and just know that it's totally awesome, which is why it's called Totally Awesome QiGong. And just have fun with it and allow the energy to flow naturally. Great. If you have any questions, just save them for the end. If at any point in time you do feel the energy, feel a little intense, or something feels a little off, and you feel like you might get a little dizzy-headed or nauseous or anything like that, simply honor your practice, stop where you are. If you need to come back to your mat, you can sit down. If you need water, I'll get you some water. I encourage people who are getting better about bringing their waters to class, but if you come in the future, bring a bottle of water with you. It's always helpful, just in case you need to take a swig. And then come back into the practice, when you feel a little bit more steady and clear. Most people move right through it no problem, but there are occasions. Sometimes it's a new experience, and the body kind of goes, whoa, hey, what on, hey, take a break. So honor yourself in that practice. All right, we'll take a deep breath. And exhale out. Qigong is a mind, body, spirit practice. The first half is getting our minds aligned as a group, as well as pulling our energies in to a common place and understanding so that we can align physically, emotionally, as well as spiritually. So take everything that I said and let it go now. Allow the residue of it simply resonate wherever it needs to in your heart and in your mind. Let go of what doesn't. These are only offerings and gifts that I put out to you and to others. It is important for each of you to find your own truth in this process. And go ahead and come to your mat, come standing, go ahead and place your pillows, blankets to the side. And just be sure that you have a clear visual Feet shoulder width apart, or just outside the hips. Relax the shoulders, drop the hands by the side. Soften the knees. Little bounce in the knees, be sure not to lock those. Gaze forward, and let's go ahead and just take a few deep breaths in, connecting with the breath. Breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale out through the nose again, mouth is closed. Space between the tongue and the roof of the mouth. Just begin to feel the breath as it enters in, down into the chest. And as you exhale, feel the change in temperature. And again, breathing in, going deeper. Closing off the esophagus slightly, just creating a tinier constriction in the windpipe so that you can feel the air. It's like breathing in a reverse sigh. And exhale out again, keeping that airway slightly constricted. Bring your awareness now to the solar plexus, to the upper and lower diaphragms. Breathe in, breathing into the belly. Exhale out. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Constricting the stomach muscles. And release and allow the breath to flow more naturally in towards the diaphragm. And exhale out. Pulling the breath even deeper now, and slowing it down to about a 3-4 second count. Bring your awareness to the base of the spine, to your root chakra, which is located right behind the reproductive organs. See in your mind's eye, the mind needs the chi, the color red. As you breathe in, expand this root, this red ball of light at the base of the spine. And as you exhale, allow this energy to just extend outward. Continuing the flow of chi, bringing it in from the external, breathe in to the base. Expanding this light even further, turning up the volume. And as you exhale, allow this energy to begin to flow down towards the thighs and the knees. On the next inhale, breathe in deep. Pulling all of this energy into the base of the spine. And now as you exhale, see those roots, like roots of a tree, begin to extend from all sides of this root chakra. Extending those roots now down towards the knees and calves, into the feet. Finding that balance point, that bubbling well, which is right below the ball of your foot, right near the center. Inhale deep, pulling the energy down, again focusing the chi on the root. And as you exhale now, send all of that energy down that root system into the feet, into the mat and the floor. Through the space below this building, into the foundation. Continuing this breathing process for the next few, inhale again, increasing the chi. Expanding that light, that beautiful red, warm, energizing root. Exhale now, send that energy down the feet, again into the mat, and extend those roots towards the earth, into the soil, through layers and layers of rock. Towards the center of the planet. Just opening up the windows and doors of connection between you, your internal energy, and that of the Divine Mother. Breathe in, increase the chi one more time at the base of the spine, and as you exhale now, send all of that energy down that root system. Wrapping those roots around the very heart and crown. Tapping into the healing energy. On your next inhale, allow that energy to reverse flow and rise up those roots, up that root system that is out and down. Pulling it up, in and up through billions of years of evolution and layers and layers. Into the feet and ankles, calves, knees, up the thighs and the base of the spine. Breathe it in and breathe it up. And allow it to expand. Bring your awareness now to the crown chakra. The crown chakra is located, for the purpose of this class, visualize it where the hairline and forehead meet. So right around the front of the forehead and top of the forehead. See the color white. And as you inhale, breathing into the crown, exhale and extend this bright white light like a beam towards the ceiling. Inhale again, breathing into the crown, breathing energy up and focusing your awareness on this beam of light, increasing the light one more layer. And as you exhale now, send that beam of light up through the ceiling and the roof into the space above. Continuing the process, inhale, increasing the light, like turning up the light on a dimmer switch. And as you exhale, extend this light now through the stratospheres and across the galaxy. Deep to the farthest reaches, to the edge. See a pinpoint of light, see that star, see a representation on the farthest edge of the universe. Star among billions upon billions of stars, but you know the one. Your infinite connection to all that is. Breathe in. And as you exhale now, extend this beam of light from the crown of your physical body all the way to that star. Tapping into all the knowledge and power of this universe. Breathe in and allow yourself to be acknowledged by this infinite knowing source creator that sees you on your journey on this planet. And as you inhale, see and feel these pulses of energy be recognized, breathing them into the crown, pulling it down into the physical form. Just be. Just breathe. The next series of breaths will bring these energies up and down from root and crown towards the heart chakra. Just listen to my guidance. Exhale out completely. On the next inhale, slow and with intention, breathe up towards the belly button into the sacral and down towards the third eye. See the colors orange and violet. Stand. Exhale out and allow this energy just to fill in. Awareness on the solar plexus at the diaphragm. Breathe up and down towards the throat. See the colors yellow and blue. Release and flow it out. And awareness now, eyes, mind, eye on the heart chakra. See the color green as you breathe in and expand into the heart. The meeting of the Divine Mother and Father into the center point. Feel the marriage of yin and yang. And as you exhale, allow this energy to expand and just flow towards shoulders and down the elbows, wrists, and hands. On the next inhale, open your eyes and bring your hands together to the middle dantian. The middle dantian is a combination of your third and fourth chakras. So eyes open now, gaze forward, slightly on the palms towards one another, fingers open. The rest of the breathing process will be breathing up from the root and down from the crown into the heart. As you exhale, sending this energy, mind leads the chi. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. Simply by our intentions. Inhale, expand this energy like pulling on a piece of dough. Stretching it out between the hands. Exhale, press now, sending that energy from the heart chakra down the shoulders, elbows, wrists. Focus your awareness on the space between the hands. Breathe in, pulling energy up and down from the crown, as well as now extending out and gathering from around you. Exhale, press. Pressing this energy and sending this energy through the palms of the hands into the space. And one more time. Exhale, press. Do it one more time. Inhale, expand, really reaching outward now. Pulling the energy into the heart, and as you exhale, sending that chi down the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. Press on chi now, bouncing the hands back and forth, looking for the outer edges. Imagine you have an invisible rubber ball between the hands, and you're looking for the edges of that ball, simultaneously pumping more energy as you bounce these hands back and forth. Bring it in about 6 to 7 inches, more of a small beach ball than a big basketball. Beautiful. Open up the elbows towards the outside and relax the shoulders, keeping the palms facing one another. When you feel looking for that reverse magnetic push, like two opposite ends of the magnet, make the pressing even smaller, keeping the breathing and the intention together, and just press on chi, squeezing the energy with your mind. Good. Go ahead and take a moment to create your personal intention. Hands are still, just holding. created in your mind, your physical mind. Question, be asking for the intention for your practice. Ask what you are willing to receive. Breathe in, giving those thoughts, those words life, breathing into the words, and as you exhale, drop those words and thoughts down the third eye, throat, and into the heart. Inhale into the heart chakra and feel what it feels like to receive what it is you are asking for. Everything is possible. Inhale, expand this energy out now, pulling the hands apart. As you exhale now, send all of that chi from mind and heart down shoulders, elbows, hands. Building up the energy as we begin to expand it one more time. Exhale, press. And let's do it once more. Good. Separate the chi into two halves. See it in your mind's eye, two beautiful balls of light as you bring them down to the sun. We begin the sun salutation. Palms are in, elbows out and round. Shoulders relaxed, knees are soft. Feet firmly planted on the floor. Pelvis is neither tucked too far under or out, but floating like the tailbone towards the earth, such as a pendulum. Good. Open up those elbows, round out those arms. Point the hands out, and begin to inhale, slowly rise, bringing these balls of light towards the sky. Pause 2/3 of the way, knees soft, chin and chest open, that heart chakra towards the sky. Inhale, bring it back in, gaze forward. Imagine that sun hovering just over the head. Grab that sun and pull it down towards the crown. Pause here, relax the shoulders. Hands are pointed towards your crown chakra instead of the floor, so just take a look up at your hands. The palms of your hands is an energy point. You want that pointed in 45 degrees towards the crown. We're going to course this energy down through each light, from 7th all the way down to the first root chakra. Inhale deep. Imagine those balls of light turning into shower heads now, and as you exhale, wash that energy. Flowing it down through the upper levels. Taking a second breath at the heart chakra if you need to, and exhale, continue the flow of energy down through the lower chakra. Washing out which no longer serves. Remember those roots you planted. When you get to the tops of the thighs, just release all of the muck and the gut, stuff to be cleared out, bringing down that root system to be recycled and renewed into the planet. Wrap the good stuff around. Let's do it again. Hands up. Inhale, rise. The intention is one long, deep, intentional breath. Pausing at the top, exhale, open. Inhale, slow, and with intention again, gaze forward. Imagine that sun. Reach and grab, pull it down towards the crown. Relax the shoulders, and begin to flow that energy in your mind's eye. Through the 7th, 6th, and 5th chakras, keeping those hands, adjusting them as necessary. Keeping that 45, continue to flow into the lower levels, letting go, washing out. Release it down the root system. Hands up, keep going. Inhale. Exhale, expand. Inhale, bring it back in. Grab that sun, flow it down towards the crown. Allowing this energy now to flow through physical forms such as muscles and organs. Good. And flow it down and out and around. Wrap the good stuff around, keeping on the breath now. Inhale, rise. Exhale, expand, knees soft, chin and chest to sky. Release this energy up that beam of light. Inhale, bring it back in. Reach for that sun, pull it down. Relax the shoulders and flow it through now. Flow this energy now through cardiovascular, skeletal, and neurological systems. Clearing out any bugs and viruses, bacteriums that don't serve us. Release, wrap it around. Hands out, let's do it a couple more times. Inhale, rise. Go ahead and keep your eyes open. One of the practices within Qigong is to be able to be present, conscious, eyes open, and aware of all of our movements, as well as the energy flowing in and around. Release it. Inhale, bring it back in. Gaze forward. Reach for that sun, pull it down. Letting go and letting in. That's great. Adjusting those hands, keeping them 45. They tend to turn 90 or 90 down, 90 to the side. Just make the adjustments like squeegeeing out this thing. Blow it out. Let's do it one more time. Hands out. Best one yet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, pull it back in. Come into that crown, pull it down. Balls of light turning into shower heads. And wash it through. Pause at the tops of the thighs. We'll wait till everybody gets there. Turn the fingers down and out 45 and breathe in, pulling down all the energy from the crown. Exhale now, send all of that white light energy all the way through into the root systems, clearing out, washing out. Liquid light drain out. And also sending this energy into the earth as a thank you for picking that light up. And wrap the ring up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale again, bring the hands to a palm-to-palm connection at the lower dantian. Dantian is a combination, lower dantian is a combination of your first and second chakras. Remember, the middle dantian is a combination of your third and fourth chakras, so it's right in the center. And upper dantian is a combination of throat, third eye, and crown, so it's right in the third eye. We're going to do wave form, giving and receiving form. So come together, point the hands in towards the body, those palm springs, the center energy point of the hands where the energy focuses and streams through. Inhale deep. Turn the hands up and out like holding a platter. Exhale, extend this energy forward. Coming out, staying low on the lower dantian level. Float the hands over. Inhale, pull it in. Breathing in this energy towards the lower two chakras. Let's do it one more time. Rotate the hands over. Inhale, pull it in. Rise it up to the middle dantian, right below the heart chakra. Exhale, extend. Rotate the hands. Inhale, pull it in. Rise it up into the third eye, the center of the middle dantian. Do your best to flip those palms up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Rotate it over. Inhale, pull it in. Rise it up into the upper chakras. Turn the hands out, and as you exhale, float the hands down. See a beautiful ocean wave crashing on the rocky shore. Reach slightly behind you, flowing this energy, elbows rounded, arms soft, and float now the hands back like water around the rock to the lower down. So the visual here is, imagine you're standing on a shore, bless you. Ocean waves are flowing out with the tide and back in with the tide. Alright? Lift the hands up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Release. Moving like water. Rotate the hands over. Inhale, bring it in, rise it up. Exhale, extend. Rotate. Inhale, bring it into the third eye. Exhale, release, palms towards the ceiling. Rotate. Tide flowing in. Rise it up. Exhale, extend it out. Wave crashing on the shore. Good. Reach slightly behind you and rotate, pull the hands, flow the energy around the rocks back to the front, to the lower down. Good. Continue. Inhale. Exhale, release. Rotate it over. Inhale, bring it in. Rise it up. Exhale, exhale. As we give, so we receive tenfold. Third eye. Exhale, exhale. Breathe it in. Rise it up. Huge wave crash all around. Pull it slightly behind. And breathe it in as you wrap it around, coming back to lower dantian. No pauses now, keeping on the breath. Exhale out. Slow like the tide. Inhale, bring it in. Rise it up. Exhale, flow. Inhale, receive. Upper dantian. Exhale, release. Rotate, inhale. Into the upper chakras, release. Round out those elbows and really just allow the arms to float down. Palms towards the earth. Slightly behind you. Inhale, pull it in. Do it a couple more times. Exhale, release. Guys look great. Rotate the hands. Float it in. Heart chakra. Third eye. Exhale. Upper chakras, crown, release. Float out. Palms One more time, wave form, extend, ocean tide out. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up. Breathe it in deep and release it. Let it go. And allow it to flow. Reach slightly behind and pull it around. Excellent. Let's move right into push hands. Inhale and pull the left arm back, reaching as if grabbing something behind you off the table without looking. As you pull it around, change that to an exhale and press, sending energy from the left palm to the right palm as you come back to center. Good. Do it again. Inhale out. Reaching, gathering up more energy, twist of the wrist, begin to exhale and send that energy from left to right. See a stream of light from the left palm to the right. Building this energy up one more time. Inhale back. Exhale, press. Flow that energy from left to right. When you get to where you begin to feel that repulsion, begin to turn, twist at the waist, over towards the right side. Just at the waist, hips stay stationary, square, come to 45. Reach back, inhale, now with your right hand. Gather up around. And exhale, press, sending energy from right to left. Again, inhale. Exhale, press. One more time, inhale back. Exhale, press. Coming 6 to 7 inches across and using that energy, that chi, like steam on a steam engine, to press you over, twisting at the waist. Palms close together, elbows out, come 45. Inhale out. Repeating it on the left side. Exhale, push. Inhale again, reach back. Exhale, push. Building up that chi. And one more time. Release and travel, pressing over to the release that energy into the right hand. Float it back. Really open up those elbows this time, rounding out that space. Chi loves rounds. Exhale, pressing into the left hand. One more time, inhale. Stream that energy from right to left. And press, relax the shoulders, open up the elbows. Do it again. Staying 45, holding that 45-degree angle for 3 inhales, 3 exhales. One more time. Exhale, press. Yin to yang. Allow drop those hands a little bit down towards the lower dantian now, staying towards the lower as opposed to the heart. When you get to the third, press to the other side. Really connecting with that chi in the center, allowing it to be the force that pushes one side over to the other, and then rebuilding that energy. Good. Exhale, press. And float over to the other side. Do it one more, wherever you are. On your left. Reaching further back and pulling that energy around. After your third, come back, press to center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Drop the hands down to the lower dantian. Inhale deep. Feeling some good chi? Good. I love it. It's always fun. Gorgeous. And just allow, we're just going to take a couple of breaths for this energy to just center. Push hands as a yin-yang centering balancing form. So left to right, right to left, and really just pulling the energies in towards the middle core, allowing these masculine and feminine energies to just kind of come together. We've got time for another one before we do lotus form. So let's do a couple of tree forms, talking about seedlings growing and planting, and we'll do lotus form as well. So point the hands in, up towards the body, 45 degrees, and imagine your hands are on the side of the trunk of a tree. Take a deep breath, release it. And now on the next inhale, pull those hands, guide those hands up, either side of the trunk of that tree. Come into the third eye level, point the hands up and out. Exhale, extend like branches towards the sky. Begin to drop the hands, floating the hands down into a T posture, palms forward. Inhale, breathe this energy of light into the heart. Down the trunk of that tree, exhale, press. Coming to the top of that root system, point the fingers down and out, 45, take a deep breath in. Exhale now, release that energy, flowing this energy down into the earth. Out and around, roots don't go just down, they go out. And bend the knees slightly and pull this energy up, that root system. And float it back to the root of the tree, the base of the tree. Good. Inhale, rise. Up into the third eye, flip the hands out, up, and exhale. Open those fingertips towards the sky, pausing, extending 1,000 branches. Begin to float the hands down, drop them towards the chest level. Pause in, bending at just the elbow. Breathe in, heart chakra. Exhale, extend this energy down that trunk. Top of the roots, point the fingers down. Continue the breath as you exhale down, out, extending even further around the earth. Behind, bend the knees, slow, rise. Pulling this energy, reversing the flow up the roots. Float the hands back towards the root of the tree, the base of the tree. Inhale, continue. Do one more time. Third eye, open, extend. Begin to pull that energy down that tree into those branches, through those leaves. Point hands forward, inhale, forward in. Exhale, low. Fingers down and out, 45. Exhale, send it all out. And around. Bend the knees. Rise it up. Float it back in. Do it to a palm to palm connection, and we'll just go from tree to lotus here. Begin to connect the fingers, tips of the fingers together and the thumb. Coming into prayer hands, flip the hands up towards the heart. Slow, grateful, rising up into the crown. Separate one finger at a time, pinky, ring, middle, pointer, thumb. Point those hands out. Now, instead of 1,000 branches, 1,000 petals towards the sky. Opening up to the sun. Come 2/3 of the way down. Point the palms in, elbows out, and close those petals up. Put the hands up to the heart again. Inhale, rise. Pinky, middle, pointer, thumb, exhale, release. A beautiful lotus. Both palms in, elbows out. And continuing on the breath now. Fingers together. Om Mani Padme. Gratitude is the glue. Allowing this energy to just flow all around you and in through the crown, down the heart, float the hands in, elbows out. Again. Do it 3 more times. Make it your own. Go ahead and close your eyes. Feel the flow of energy up, out, round and down. Two more times. Do it on your own breath. Closing the cycle once again. And begin to rotate the hands palm to palm, twisting, turning at the wrist, and pressing this energy down into a beautiful seedling. Simply twist, turn the wrist, there, back and forth. Keeping that palm to palm connection, not breaking that connection. And pressing it down tinier and tinier. Visualize an apple or pomegranate, orange. Let's have a seed of choice. It's your chi. You get to decide. And we'll plant, remembering our intention and empowering it with our gratitude and our openness to receive. When you get there, just hold it. Take the top hand and place it under the bottom. Stick it down to our root chakra. And all things begin. Take a deep breath and exhale, press that energy down into the base of the spine. Inhale deep. And begin to rotate tiny little circles. And do this 9 times, slightly bigger each time. 2, 3, 4, coming up towards the heart chakra. Up into the 6, down below the 1st. Inhaling deep now, upper chakra. One more time. Base of the spine, reverse the flow, big to small. 9, 8, 7. Smaller now towards the body. Reconnecting around 4, 3, back towards the root, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Release the energy, flow it out, shake it off, shake the fingers and toes. And we'll do 3 closing breaths. Inhale out. Palms together. Down to the heart. You may repeat after me. With this practice, I empower my mind.
With this practice, I empower my mind.
Release. Exhale it out. Shake it off. Inhale up. Back down. With this practice, I heal my body.
With this practice, I heal my body.
And release it, let it go, shake it off. All together. With this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
With this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
Totally awesome class. You guys are great. Beautiful job. Welcome. It is always a privilege and an honor to share this practice each and every time. And I thank you for sharing this with me. Come again soon. Have a beautiful day. Keep planting those seeds. Namaste.
Namaste.
Good job. Give yourselves a hand. Bye guys.
I urge everyone, if you haven't noticed,